Welcome to another episode of Rotten Crypto Tomatoes, where we do reviews on cryptocurrency influencers that have channels on YouTube. Some of them are good, some of them are bad, but if they are good, we promise to give all the love and respect in the world to those influencers. But if you talking some bullshit, your ass about to get checked. On today's episode, we're going to be talking about something completely different. The 4 C's. The 4 C's. And not that Parmesan cheese you put on top of spaghetti. Oh no. We're talking about an investment class that very few people I think know about. And in combination, they can be very powerful. They can be like the glove of Thanos. Okay? We're talking about cryptocurrency, cards, comic books, and collectibles. How do these things all come together? Okay, crypto is one of the best performing asset classes in the world. Something the world has never seen. Can you lose a lot of money investing in crypto? Hell yeah. But in the right conditions, can you make a lot of money quick? Hell yeah. You can make money super fast, and you can take a very small percentage of money and turn it into a large percentage of money quickly. Okay? Those that are part of the 7% that know how to trade cryptocurrency are part of the elite right now. Because most people don't know how to trade it. When we talk about the 7%, we're talking about 7% of the world. Only 7% of this world can do it. As the bull run heats up, as money is made, as Bitcoin keeps climbing, which is over $110,000 today, you're going to hear everybody and their grandmother saying, how do I get into cryptocurrency? How do I get Bitcoin? You're going to see commercials. You're going to hear all this jazz. Okay? That's when the smart money is going to leave. When everything is exploding, it's going up. Because it's going to crash. Because after every bull cycle, after every cryptocurrency bull cycle, assets lose 90% of their value. Most of them. So while it will boom and explode, it's going to lose a lot of value at some point. People are going to lose a lot of money. That's not smart enough to get out thinking, oh, it's still going up. I'm going to keep riding it. It went down a little bit, but maybe it'll come back up. There's going to be a point where that don't come back up. But if you're smart, okay, you follow the Fear and Greed Index, the Bitcoin dominance, okay, those two things mean a lot. You follow the trends and you find good YouTube influencers that will tell you, you need to get your ass out of here. You'll be okay. You'll make a lot of money. That's the first C. That's something I invest in. And if you're watching this video, you invest in it or you want to, or you wouldn't be here. The second C, comic books. Why are they important? Why is gold important? Gold is important because it goes up all the time. It continuously goes up over time. Okay? It just gets more expensive and more expensive as time goes on. So do comic books, but only the right comic books. Okay? I'm somebody that invests in comic books. I've been doing it my whole life. But I lost my first collection when I was young because I didn't know how to take care of things. I didn't know what I had in my hand. And then I learned more about what I was doing. You know how many people visit comic shops as investors looking for investment books that make crazy amounts of money just with comic books, nothing else. Okay? Now I'm going to give you a quick tutorial. You don't want no second, third, fourth, fifth print book. They're either worthless or not worth as much as a first print. You're looking for first print, first edition books. First cover. I'll give you a magic number if you can find this. And you'll find it in a lot of comic book stores with a lot of comic books. 00111. When you look at the number at the bottom of the comic book. Marvel will put those numbers there, but they won't tell you it's a first print. while DC will explicitly list on the book, this is a first print. Go after those books, okay? And don't read them. Don't mess with them. Get the plastics from the comic book shop and the boards. Board them, bag them, and put them in good comic book carrying cases. Try to get first prints, first editions. That's going to help you out in the future, long term. As for me, when I go in there, I buy books that's a few $100 or whatever, because I know the value of the book. I know it's a key issue. So I carry a lot of key issue books myself that I know is only going to go up in time depending on market conditions. And this is a good way to make a lot of money in the future, having key issue books, which means this is the first appearance of this villain or this hero in this book. This is the first time they ever existed. Spider-Man comic, I forget the name of it, the number actually, but I have it. The first appearance of the symbiote black suit, stuff like that. You want good books. The death of Superman, the death of Robin. Things where a major event happens or a new hero or villain is introduced are going to be valuable in the future. Stay away from second, third, fourth, fifth prints. Get you some first prints. If you don't know what you're doing, go talk to a comic book dealer that can explain that to you and the numbers on the books and what they mean. And a lot of times, when you're looking through comic books, it might be 30 or 40 books that's of that set in that row that could be, let's say, Spider-Man, right? The one that's on the top will say, excuse me, I'm sorry. This is the 9th issue. Then, sorry, excuse me. Woo. This is the 9th issue. The 9th issue. If you go all the way to the back of that row, right behind that book, the last book, you might catch the first issue of that series. Be careful and respectful when you go in these shops, because they closing it, and comic book shops are the type of places where, yes, anybody can go, but they serve a certain clientele that they know by face, because only certain people go in these places. So don't go in there tearing up their books, messing up their stuff. Be respectful of their stuff, and they're not going to want you in there. And you're not going to be able to build a relationship with them where they say things to me like they say, you know what, Verse? I just bought, a collection off somebody. I know you was looking for this, and I had you on the list. Come down and see me before I put everything on the wall so you can get it first. Shout out to JC Comics in North Plainfield, New Jersey. Those guys are the best. They got good toys in there. Awesome books in there. And it's especially vintage awesome books. They got a lot of vintage stuff in there that's very valuable and will be valuable in time. So I hope you can learn something from that, because I think comic books are very important. I think some of them is worth as much as gold. Amazing Fantasy, the first appearance of Spider-Man ever. You know how much that is worth? It's expensive. I'm talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars. The first Superman, over $1 million. So you can find good things within comic books. Trading cards. Let's talk about those. Okay? Topps been around a long time. But there are new players out here, like Panini. Okay? They put out really nice exclusive card decks. They even have rookie cards and cards that have a piece of the player's jersey in the card. If you end up getting something really nice from them, and they can be expensive too. They got card decks that cost a lot of money. You're going to pay $1,000 for a suitcase with 5 cards in it, but you're going to get something really nice. You're going to get a lot of nice things. Okay? The smartest thing to do is try to get rookie cards from every year's draft class. Because if those rookies do well, those cards go up to a lot of money. A lot of money. I don't care if it's baseball, football, soccer, whatever it is. Okay? The rookie card is going to be, I think, the most expensive card you can get, depending on how well the rookie does. Keep them in a binder. If you want to make real money, don't even open the pack. Buy the whole box, never open it. Wait 10 years and sell it later. You can get crazy money for it, maybe. And none of this is financial advice, by the way. I have to say that in the video. I didn't say that, but it's not financial advice. This is what I do. Okay, Pokemon ain't going nowhere. When they had them Pokemon drops, I walked into GameStop a few days ago. It was 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I seen somebody out there on a couch, 2 people on a couch, somebody on a lawn chair that was eating a bucket of KFC chicken, and 2 other people sitting out there. I felt funny, like, is it okay for me to walk in this store or not? I walked in. I said, what is these people out there sitting like that for? Is it okay I'm in here? They said, it's okay, don't worry about it, sir. They're waiting for the new Pokemon deck to come out. I said, what time of the day is coming out? It ain't coming out till tomorrow till 12 o'clock when we open. What? These fools sat out there all night? They was ready to sit out there all night for some damn Pokemon cards. I ain't bullshitting. This is real. I seen it with my own eyes. I didn't want to disrespect them and take a picture in their face and post it because I thought that was wrong. The man down the street, right down the road, had Pokemon cards. And I'm like to myself, why didn't y'all just go to JC Comics because he got cards? It was something specific they was looking for. And JC Comics get all them things anyway. I was just confused by it. But not to get long-winded about the subject. If you hit on the right Pokemon card, it could be life-changing. It's not easy, but it could be. If you buy Pokemon cards, make sure that when you open them, you sleeve them in Pokemon card binders. Put them away. And if they really exclusive decks, and you got the money for them, like some of them decks cost over $200. The real exclusive ones. If you buy that deck, don't open that box. That's stupid. Do not open a box of Pokemon cards that cost that much money. Because if you just save that box for the next 10, 15, 20 years, you're going to make crazy money. Forget what you think is in that box. Okay? It could be a card in that box in 20 years. There's $150,000. Right? You may be able to sell that box. I'll give you an example. You might get $80,000 for that box. You might get $250,000 for that box. You don't know. But knowing that you're going to get decent money, real money for that box, and somebody got real money on the table to buy that box, you can sell for $80,000. They find a $150,000 card in that box. Oh man, I messed up. I should have kept and opened the box. What if you would have opened that box and it was a card in there? The most it was worth was $500. Or you left $80 that you knew you was gonna get on the table. That's dumb investing. Don't do stuff like that. Pokemon is good to invest in. I recommend Pokemon. I'm not getting paid by them. And Panini is good to invest in. So now we covered comics, crypto, and trading cards. For the last piece of this video, I like to cover something that I think is very important that people sleep on a lot. I'll tell you a little story. When I was a kid, for Christmas, we had got Star Wars swords. And we was beating each other up with them. They was like, they not like how they are now. It was a big fat piece of plastic. It didn't light up or nothing. You know, we beat each other up with these things. And my mom got tired of us hitting each other with these swords, so she bent them up and threw them in the trash. A few years ago, I looked up the swords and see how much they cost. They was $5,000 a piece. The moral of the story is that you buy your kids toys, right? What I suggest, when you buy your kids toys, you know they're going to tear up. If the toy is not that expensive, get 2 of them. One for them to tear up and one for them to never ever touch and put in your attic, your basement, or somewhere. Every single toy you buy your kids, save it and don't. Buy 2, give them 1, save the other one. It's toys out here that cost thousands and thousands of dollars, okay? When we talking about collectibles. I collect Transformers. I'm thankful I just got a Robeson Optimus Prime in. I ain't pull him out the box because I really want to real bad. I want to pull him out the box so bad. I want to, because this is a real Transformer. But I'm not gonna, if I unbox him and take the plastic off and mess with him, I'm not gonna get what he possibly could be worth a few years from now. And I collect for investment. So pay attention to the type of toys you buy and the hot narratives. What toys is the hottest? If you buy your kid that hot toy, buy 2 of them. So plan to spend $100 if the toy costs 50 because you need 2 of them. And never tell your kid that you bought 2 of them toys and just put them away. Because people buy crazy amounts of toys. They cost a lot of money. So what are we talking about today? Crypto, comic books, collectibles, right? Crypto, comics, collectibles. It was another one. Crypto, comics, collectibles, and cards. Trading cards. Trading cards. That's a good recipe to make a lot of money. If you got money to just go ham on all of that at once, okay, cool. What I do, I get into my comics for a while, get the stuff I want, I stop. I do my crypto for a long time, I stop. I do my collectibles for a long time, and I stop. And I do my collectibles for a while, and I stop. It helps you to build a really, really sturdy war chest of investment outside of stocks and bonds. You know, I think you should have those, though. I do. But you should have those things. Not to be long-winded, I wish all of you a great journey in your investment endeavors, and that the money God shine down on you and your pockets. Once again, I'm Verse. This is Rotten Crypto Tomatoes. If you keep it real, we gonna keep it real with you. If you don't, your ass is getting called out. Have a good night. One love and respect. I'm out.